everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I am Amulya. I have recently started this channel and this is only my second video. But since we are starting new year, I thought we will do some goal setting. I've always loved watching reset or goal setting kind of videos, and I enjoy setting goals for myself. Um, this year I've identified 16 goals that I want to achieve by end of the year. I hope this helps you or inspires you to set goals for yourself. So let's get started. So I have categorized my goals into financial and personal goals, but you can subcategorize it further like fitness goals, reading goals, decluttering goals, etc. But I just wanted to keep it simple, so I've just used two categories. First, I'll start with the financial goals. My first goal is to save at least 10% of my income and categorize it into emergency fund and retirement fund. I've not yet decided the percentage and I'll decide the split as I progress in the year, but yes, 10% minimum savings this year. Next, I want to pay off my personal loan by end of this year or at least 80% of it, and this entire year I want to maintain no credit bill beyond the due date. I also want to start a travel fund starting this month, wherein we'll put in certain amount for travel, irrespective of whether we have a travel planned in the near future or not, so that we accumulate certain fund and then we don't have to start planning fresh or start worrying about funds the moment we decide to travel. I also want to increase my investment in shares by 20% compared to last year. I also want to budget more realistically and stick to the budget or spend less than the budget each month this year. Let's move on to my personal goals. This mainly includes my reading goals, my personal care goals, and my decluttering goals. My first reading goal is to read 20 books this year. Last year, I only read 16 out of the 20 that I had planned. I started off the year well, but towards the last quarter, I kind of went into a slum and did not pick a single book. So, however, 20 seems like a realistic number considering my work and the other hobbies that I have. Setting up monthly goals does not work for me because my workload is quite varying. Sometimes I can finish like two books in a week, and other times I can barely read a page in the entire week. So setting up annual goal works for me, and yeah, I plan to read 20 books this year. Next two are sub goals of my reading goal. So out of the 20 books that I am planning to read, I want to read at least 4 non-fictional books, and I also want to pick up at least 5 of my books from the existing physical TBR that I have, so that I can reduce the list of my TBR. My next goal is to reduce 8 kgs as soon as healthily possible and maintain it throughout the year. I have gained a lot last year and I have started to feel lethargic and like I've stopped caring about my health and fitness. So this year I plan to buck up and reduce that gained weight, and I want to maintain it the entire year. I want to be more consistent with my skincare and hair care as well. I've figured out the perfect routine for myself, but I have failed to be consistent at it. So this year I want to at least do it 20 days in a month. I still have that 10-day gap so that I can, if I can miss 1 or 2 days or if I get tired or something. But I do want to be more consistent and do it 20 days a month. My next goal is to learn Spanish and keyboard. So I've always wanted to learn these two. I even took a course in 2019, but I've forgotten all about it. So this year I want to dedicate at least 2 hours a week for Spanish and 2 hours a week for keyboard. I received a keyboard for my birthday this year, but I've been traveling a lot and I have not started learning it yet. So I want to dedicate 2 hours a week this entire year to learn the keyboard. I also want to journal more often. For past many years I have started journaling each year, left it in between, and then again picked up a new book next year, left it in between, and that has continued forever. So since 2023 I started writing in a non-dated journal whenever I felt like it, and I'm going to pick up the same book and continue the same book this year. However, I want to do it more often and put down my thoughts and feelings more often this year. My last two goals are related to decluttering and organization. I am very bad at reading emails and messages, and I currently have about 40,000 unread emails and about 2,000 unread text messages and like WhatsApp messages and all. And this year, I want to actively work on cleaning the emails, and I want to just keep the emails and messages that are important and declutter and maybe organize into folders. Another thing related to the decluttering or organization is I want to look at all the photographs, all the files that are there on my mobile or PC, and I want to organize them well this year. So and like delete all the folders and files that are unnecessary or duplicates. That's it for my goals. Drop in your top 3 goals for 2024 in the comments below. Let's keep each other motivated and start working on those right away. See you in the next video.